Hey everyone, Randy here with DingDong DoorDash. Wanted to talk today about tipping etiquette. First and foremost, my stance is this: if you can tip, tip. If you can't, don't. I am part of several of the Facebook groups, and drivers do nothing but whine, bitch, and complain all day, every day about bad tippers. Here's the thing: if anything, your employer should be covering a good enough wage for you to get by without tips. Everybody that does delivery or works in any type of food service industry, these are all jobs that were chosen by the person looking for work. Okay, everybody knows how the industry is because we all go out and we go to restaurants and we either tip or we don't. I tip based on service, and that's always been the case. With that said, let me try to explain what my opinions are on tipping etiquette for customers. Okay, if you're ordering something local in town and it's only a mile or two, $2, $3, $4 is absolutely fine. I think the average I make is anywhere between like 80 cents and $1 per mile for my base pay, which is $2 or $3 plus tip. That's average for me. Anything over $1 a mile is good. I just and how you present yourself as a dasher and what you're willing to do for the customers also improves your chances of getting a better tip. Now, I want to show you something here real quick. I just did a delivery that was below average. It started out at roughly 50 cents a mile. Okay? It was a 16-minute drive there and to the restaurant, and then I believe it was 18 minutes back. So 34, well, add an extra minute, it was done. So 35 minutes. And the tip was, the total pay was $7. So it was $2 plus a $5 tip. Now, I send a message to everybody saying, hey, I'm your dasher, blah, 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 blah. If you need anything, I'm here for you. All right, so $7 for 35 minutes, right? But if you go over here, this customer ended up, so the two $10 tips, it doubles it up for some reason. Like right here, you can see it as well. So the customer ended up giving me $17 on top of the $7 that I originally got. So that's $24. Now I go $24 for 35 minutes. So that'd be about $42 an hour, $43 an hour. I go above and beyond. I did make another video that it was explaining the pro shopper scam because we're penalized for that. But I make sure to get in contact with the customer. If they ignore my messages and my call, then I'll take the hit on the pro shopper ratings. But as someone that is ordering food, like I said, if it's local, if it's in town, it's a mile or two or whatever, $2, $3 is fine. I accept $5 orders. $5 is my minimum that I accept, and that's if it's less than 2 miles. But yeah, if you're going to order something from McDonald's and you're a mile and a half down the street, like I said, throw a $2 to $3 tip on there. Because if I do 8 orders in 1 hour, and they're all $5, that's $40 an hour. Like I started at 10 today, and I'm already at $40. So that's I don't know what, $35 an hour, somewhere around there. But if you're ordering for something that is 10, 15 minutes away, and you're that distance as well, do a little quick math in your head. Because we do have to cover our own gas, which again, we sign up for this. But just think about how the convenience of having someone else go 15 minutes away to grab something from a restaurant that's not within delivery range, or not within a range that you can comfortably go out, sit down, whatever. You might be working, you might be doing something at home, like rebuilding your porch or mowing your lawn or something like that. But on average, if you can afford to tip, tip. If you're going to have someone, spending 30 minutes of their day to bring you food, think about how much you think someone should make during those 30 minutes. And $10. DoorDash pays $2, throw an $8 tip, $9 tip on there. And, the better you treat your Dashers, the better you're going to get treated in return. I can't tell you how many people on these Facebook groups, if there's no tip, they're going to wait. I'm just going to make them wait. That makes no fucking sense. Because if you're making them wait, you're waiting, which means you're making less money. But I've seen Dashers on Facebook say, listen, I throw my food, I'll throw the food, or a bunch of dumb shit, honestly. Everybody here chose this profession, this gig work or whatever, and I do everything in my power to make the customer's experience pleasurable. It's mostly what do they call it? Contactless delivery or whatever. I always put the food by the door the way it swings open. I can't tell you how many pictures I've seen on here of customers or Dashers putting it on the opposite side of the door, so
you
customer
have
has
4 new text messages.
Oh, I got another text message. Customer has to walk outside and walk around. It's stupid. It takes you literally the same amount of time to put it on the other side of the door. But anyway, again, this isn't me complaining or anything, but there might be some people out there that are wondering, what they should tip. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This isn't this isn't rocket science or anything. Dashers shouldn't be making $60, $70 an hour. It's just not that type of work. Now, I'm in a small / medium size area. On a daily basis, I average between $20 and $22 an hour. My overhead is between 5% and 8% for gas, and then one oil change a month, which is about $50. I've had days where I've made $45, $50 an hour, and I've had days where I made 10, 12. I have not had a single day where I've come close to minimum wage, and I like to work. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Peace.